What's up guys, Omni here. You guys know how it goes on the day another video. Last night I tweeted I sleep. What recent news, topics, tweets, videos y'all want me to talk about tomorrow? Yeah guys, today is January 1st, 2024. That's right, we've made it. Happy freaking new year. Oh my god, you have lived to see another, what is it, a rotation of the Earth's axis and the universe, whatever. It's a new year. No more 2023, 2024 is here, right? New year, new me, yada yada yada. I don't know about all that stuff. You know, people keep asking me, guys, this is going to be the New Year's episode, okay? And people were asking me, you got any resolutions, goals, 22? You know, I think I stopped kind of believing in that stuff a long time ago. I'm a bit of a, how do you call it? I kind of turned into one of those people who are like, you don't need a reason to, to start resolutions. Like, why start in 2024 when you can start in, I became one of those people for a little bit, but then I realized, we're all human, and sometimes just having a reason to get up and do some change, even if it is kind of arbitrary, is, it's whatever. I fucks with it. So anyway, I've been going for the past 10 days because I have been sleeping and I'm resting. And I'm cooking, doing some things in the background as well to make this channel go crazy. Because if there is one resolution that I would like to have, it's for this channel to reach 1 million subscribers this year. Okay, I've been saying that I've been wanting it for a very long time, but somehow, some way, I would like for this year to be the year that we go absolutely apeshit. Speaking of apeshit, okay, guys, January 1st is here, aka everybody is waiting for the Epstein list to drop. That's right. That's the biggest chungy wungy that you're going to get for the year so far. National Bluebird 196, and a lot of you guys asked me to talk about this quickly, but it said, okay, it's January 1st, drop the Epstein Files. And if you go to Twitter and everywhere else on the internet, it's like hashtag Epstein Files. Where's the list? People are sitting here and waiting to see which celebrities are going to pop up on Epstein's list. For those of you guys who don't know who Jeffrey Epstein is, he is a millionaire. He's a guy who was basically put in jail. He had an island called the Epstein Island where he would do heinous, unforetold things, usually that had to do with kids and a bunch of sexual stuff, okay? It was awful, it was miserable, and a lot of people that you know from Hollywood were always on this guest list, flying back and forth to the island doing Lord knows what. Well, he was doing enough where he got basically, got in jail. He died while he was in jail before it was to expose all the information that would have come out, which was kind of sketchy. Now, as time goes by, they have been releasing the names to the public of the people who were frequently back and forth Epstein's Island. It's a list that everybody wants to know, because if you're on this list, especially multiple times, it looks like you might get cooked. But guys, before we get further into today's topics, I'm happy to announce that today's video is sponsored by Cloak. Cloak is a security app that protects your privacy from the risk of cyber threats that want to steal your identity. There are people out there who are trying to be you and then use that information to basically ruin your life. Earlier this month, I gave you guys my Cloaked phone number and I got hundreds of texts and messages from you guys. Yo, I'm going to McDonald's. Do you want anything? Yes, I'd like a 10-piece nugget meal with extra hot mustard, please. Thank you for making videos. They are one of the only things I look forward to every week. Oh man, why you go ahead and say that?
Now you got me blushing.
I'm gonna smell your feet, buddy. Praying hands emoji. Do not mess with me. What? I don't know, brother. I think that's a little inappropriate. I'm gonna have to block you. And just like that, they'll never be able to reach me again or smell my feet. Hello, Omni, from one cat dad to another. Here's my girl Sammy. If you wish to show her, you may. Y'all sent me cat photos? Oh my god, she's so adorable. Anyway, as you guys just saw, Cloak gives you the ability to control your online identity in a very powerful way. It's a fast, easy, and safe way to make sure your privacy stays private. So yeah, what are you guys waiting for? You guys can start protecting your identity today by going to cloak.com/Omni and using code Omni to save 20% off your first 3 months. And again, special thanks to Cloak for sponsoring today's video. Like I said, if you come to Twitter and check out hashtag Epstein client list, everybody is waiting for the drop. I think it's supposed to be happening either today or sometime this week. I'm waiting for the drop as well. I'm trying to see who's getting cooked, and so is the rest of Twitter. People are expecting to see Bill Clinton drop. People are expecting to see Donald Trump drop. People are expecting to see Bill Gates drop. Apparently, freaking Jay-Z and Bugatti was there as well. They recorded R. Kelly. Yo, Chris Tucker, like these are people that we've already been confirmed taking pictures with a lot of these people, and they're like, yo, who else is on this list that we don't know about? Apparently 3 people actually were able to block themselves from being put out on the list. They were somehow to make it a ban. They're like, please don't do it. I don't know how they did it. So, but I think 150 names are going to be dropping any minute now. So if that drops while I'm recording this video, you will see an added segment here. But if it does not drop, that means that it has not come out quite yet, and you'll catch it. I'll let you guys know. Okay, no need to rush. It's 2024. Okay, we're chilling. You know, we're vibing, and I'll let you guys know when the things drop, when they drop. Speaking of the drop, that's right, New Year's Eve. If you guys were watching CNN last night with, you know, the whole classic, you watched the whole watch party, they were showing bits of America and Puerto Rico. It was pretty cool, and when the ball dropped, they panned right all over here to good old gay men kissing. And it became a huge freaking deal, dog. Like, it was just basically panned over 2 gay men kissing. I don't know why that dude on the right looks like KSI. But then they panned over to an interracial couple. I think it was a black man and a white woman, right? And then like a couple people was like, here we go, woke agenda all over again. You're shoving it in our faces. How dare you shove 2 people who love each other, one of which is 2 men and one of which is... 2 people of 2 different races. Where is the good old classic, just a white man and a white woman, heterosexual traditional kiss? Okay, where did those times go? Benny Johnson saying Trump is ringing the new year, jamming out with Vanilla Ice and Mar-a-Lago. Yeah, I watched a little bit last night. I remember there was LL Cool J, there was New Jeans, Green Day, I think appeared like twice. I didn't even know this, but I think Green Day is coming out with a new album or something like that, but they did American Idiot, and I was like, dang, it looks good. Post Malone out there looking like a fool, but his voice, Post Malone looked wild. I think I'm gonna find a picture of him real fast. I can't find it, okay? But he had on a Shrek hat. It was like a green hat. He had the Dallas Cowboys and these short jeans, and my man was living life, okay? Post Malone is the kind of, if I was ever a celebrity or singer, the type of person that I would probably want to be. Just be up there vibing, doing whatever the hell you want and having a good time. I feel like this man is like making it when it comes to like being a celebrity and mental health. He really feels like he's just up there just living his best life.
Get your hands in the air, it's a new year. Ice, ice, baby.
There he is, man. How do you just refuse to like smile when you got Vanilla Ice doing Ice Ice Baby? You're not even gonna say the lyrics. You're just looking around, just stone cold face. Just what makes this man smile? Come on, where you at, dog? At least nod your head. Is he like Kanye West now, where he's just fully aware that cameras are always on him, so he's just in permanent, like, just straight face picture mode just to make sure no one catches him slipping, smiling, having a good time? I don't know. Speaking of Kanye West, I don't know if you guys saw this tidbit, but Kanye was talking. He had came back to Twitter and he started talking. Apparently, he apologized to the Jewish community. And you know, one thing that happens whenever Kanye ever comes back and he starts talking is because he wants to sell you stuff. That's right. Either an album is dropping that he wants you to cop, or he's got new gear at Yeezy.com. When it looks like he has what is a pair of foldable socks. Now, if you have not seen this, right, I want you to guess at home. I want you to sit here. I want you to guess how much this pair of, I don't know if this is a sock or a slipper. I want you to guess how much this piece of clothing. Guess, all right? Just make a guess, and, you know, don't go crazy with it. Just guess how much a pair of socks costs. Don't crazy with it, all right? Let me show you the actual price. My brother in Christ, it is $200. I don't know if you can see it. They make the font real small, probably for a specific reason. But yeah, if you want these foldable Yeezy pods, slipper, slacks, boots, I don't know what you want to call these things, $200 freaking dollars. Maybe you want a shirt that's just kind of cut up, $80. Maybe you want some pants that just looks like some sweatpants, you know, just kind of like, you know, $120. Maybe you want a shirt that makes you T-pose, you know, just a forever T-pose shirt. And if you want to T-pose in real life, you can pay $100 for it. Maybe you just want some shorts that covers like 15% of your body. Okay, you're just trying to throw some bad boys on and bam, $100 for, there's nothing special about this. The back and the front, there's nothing going on here, bro. They do nothing. And yet they are $100. Absolutely freaking insane, okay? But yeah, if you guys didn't hear about last night as well, okay, there was an earthquake that also occurred during New Year's in Japan. I had a lot of friends who were in Japan actually right now and who were tweeting. They're like, hey, did you guys feel that? Like, there's something going around. They were in Tokyo and they felt it. I think it was actually on the West Coast, but this is usually not good when it comes to Japan's and tsunamis and earthquakes, okay? This was a big one last night, usually followed by a lot of damage that can be done by freaking water. Efren had said the huge earthquake that just occurred in Japan's on New Year's, scary visuals, the 7.6, god damn, earthquake in Western Japan today made the entire river waterway jump out of its basin like it's an amusement swimming pool. Tsunami warnings across Western Japan coast. I don't think I have a lot of viewers in Japan right now or from Japan, but if you are one of those few people, homie, my homie, I hope that you are doing okay and you are safe and sound. I feel like it's always one of my fears that I go out and I travel to Japan or some of these random places I want to go, and then like that's the day, as soon as I land, that's the day that some freaking supernatural like freak of nature decides to hit. As soon as I get there, an earthquake would happen. I guarantee it. What do we got here? We got some water. Oh my god, the water. Oh my Jesus. Yeah, that's not supposed to happen. It's just waving back and forth. That's a lot of water just squiggling, and that's just because the earth is shaking. Holy shit. I have oh my god. It looks like the freaking earth is breathing, yo. Oh my god. That's a car. That's a full ass house sitting on top of a car. Don't stand there, dog. Don't stand right there, bro. Man, that's terrifying, man. That's absolutely terrifying. Dang, it just don't stop. The terrifying part about this, and there's just clips on clips on clips on clips on this. The terrifying part is when I think of an earthquake, I think of like, you know, you think on those cartoons like a brrrr, you know, 5-10 seconds and then it's like done. This thing seems like it just lasts for a long time. I've been in one freaking earthquake. Okay, I live in the DMV. It was like years ago, years ago, and I'll never forget it. Okay, I was like on the 10th or 11th floor working in corporate building, maybe 10 or 15 years ago, and people joked about it because DC never gets earthquakes. There was a picture of a chair just falling on the ground, right? And it was like, I survived the DC earthquake, because that's how small it was compared to what usually happens around the world. But I remember being high up and being like, is this freaking building shaking that I am on, this huge structure that I'm at the top floor of? We are moving. This is absolutely freaking terrifying. One of my coworkers who's from overseas, who's used to earthquakes, knew it was happening immediately. His name was Carlos. He said, earthquake. And he just ran, like left us all out in the dust. And then when I see somebody running, I'm like, I got to go run with them. That's just my first instinct, right? So this man knew what was coming. He ain't told nobody. He just bam, and booked it. And I started booking it with him, but it was terrifying. But is it more terrifying than what we are about to see with Steamboat Willie, aka Mickey Mouse, officially being out and open on public domain? That's right. January 2024, the mouse is free. Steamboat Willie has officially entered the public domain and is now available on YouTube in its entirety. entirety. What do you mean, brother? This article from The Verge by Addie Robertson reads, "It's finally happened. After nearly a century, Mickey Mouse has slipped off Disney's copyright leash. The first versions of the iconic cartoon character seen in Steamboat Willie and a silent version of Plain Crazy enter the public domain in the US on January 1st, 2024. That is today. An early version of Minnie Mouse is also fortunately included. There's still a complicated mess of protections around Mickey, but today is a moment public domain advocates have waited for decades, and there are plenty of other exciting new entries as well." So it's pretty complicated, okay? Public domain, by the way, if you guys don't know, is every now and then after a certain period of time, characters, IP, intellectual property, eventually they lose their copyright and ownership of it, and it goes to the public where anyone can use it for whatever they want. Okay, think of Super Smash Brothers, right? And you know how like all of Nintendo, they have all of these strong IPs and they try to ban anybody who uses their IPs to create any kind of product they want. Now imagine if that was illegal and Project M never got shut down, okay? That's what public domain is. If it comes out into the public domain, people are allowed to make movies. You've probably seen it last year or the year before where they made the scary Winnie the Pooh movie or whatever. Whenever you see any of these people come out into public domain, you start seeing some wild content surrounding them. But this one's a bit confusing because I don't know. There's different versions of Mickey. And I believe the Mickey that is now being kind of released is Steamboat Willie, not technically Mickey Mouse. Like this article from Business Insider said that Disney had held the copyright for 95 years and had fought to extend it in Congress. Dang. But yeah, to a certain degree, is now on public domain. More modern versions of Mickey's will remain unaffected by the expiration of the Steamboat Willie copyright, and Mickey will continue to play a leading role as a global ambassador for the Walt Disney Company and our storytelling theme park attractions and merchandise. So new Mickey is still untouchable, okay? Modern Mickey, no, you are not allowed to, okay? For those of you who are about to go out here and make all these videos and call it Mickey, I think you gotta call it Steamboat Willie. I think that's the that's the mouse that is now in public domain. By the way, here is the official Steamboat Willie, the first episode. It got uploaded to YouTube January 1st, I think at like 12:01. As soon as this man became legal, someone uploaded this video ASAP. It's Corridor. And it's what is this? The episode here is 7 minutes of just freaking Steamboat Willie with the old Minnie Mouse. Let me see a couple clips of this. I haven't seen it. Legal, okay? I shouldn't even have to pause this video. From my understanding, I'm allowed to show this clip. It's public domain, right? I shouldn't have to worry about no copyright strikes from Disney because Steamboat Willie, my man's right here, is free. He's free now. What are you doing, Steamboat Willie? What are you doing to this gold? What? What are y'all doing to the gold? Mickey, what you... Mickey! Wait a minute. Why did nobody tell me that Steamboat Willie is a freaking menace? Hello? This man is out here just abusing animals. He's just over here singing doo 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 doo. Just taking every single animal that appears and just torturing them. Holy moly. Man, oh man. That's Steamboat Willie being free out into the public domain. They about to do some things legally with this man. This man was a menace. I had no idea, man, that these are the OG roots of Mickey Mouse. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, man. I wouldn't even be surprised they try to cancel Steamboat Willie. Now that everybody knows that this is kind of here, this cartoon existed. I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, I don't have any special segue into this situation, but did you guys see the new Dave Chappelle stand-up? I don't know if you guys saw that. It came out for Netflix yesterday, I believe. And yeah, a lot of people are talking about it because, well, Dave Chappelle is probably the most popular, most successful stand-up comedian of all time at the moment, okay? And he came out with a special, I actually forget what it's called. It doesn't really matter, but I watched it. And I'm gonna be completely frank. I'm a bit of a Dave Chappelle fan, especially like older Dave Chappelle stand-ups. But I feel like the new stand-up wasn't that good. I feel like my man may have peaked. Okay, I think that Dave Chappelle is a comedy god for real. But I watched it and he's funny sometimes. Like sometimes when he's funny, he's really, really funny. But there was a lot of moments last night where I was just kind of looking at this man straight face. I'm used to kind of just like crying, laughing with Dave Chappelle. But there was a couple times he was making jokes. He was talking about handicapped people. He was talking about how he got in trouble, talking about trans people. He was making these jokes about like the underwater and the Titanic. And I was like, is it not hitting? Is he not as funny, or am I changing? Is he still saying the same? But it didn't hit. There was a part of the show though where he talked about Chris Rock when he got slapped by Will Smith, and I was like, oh yeah, that's the thing. I forgot that actually occurred. And then how 3 months later he had got attacked on stage as well. That segment was funny. That was pretty good. But otherwise, I was kind of like, it's better than most, but I expected more from Dave Chappelle. But apparently, somebody has showed this, by the way. Dave Chappelle abruptly ends a show, walks off the stage after a fan pulls out the phone during Florida. There's absolutely no way, right? Like, there's no way that you come out here and everyone comes out for a show and then one person pulls out their phone and then you just walk off. This has got to be a misunderstanding or a cap or a lie, because I did not know that this man was this soft-skinned. I cannot believe that it is true. It reads here from the New York Post that Chappelle, 50, was performing the second night of a 5-night stand at the 7,000-seat venue when the incident occurred Wednesday night, according to the Miami Herald. The half-baked actor alerted the man to security before scolding the audience and walking off the stage, shaking his head disappointingly, the outlet said. The venue's policy is that device and electronics free per the artist's request, meaning anything could be used to record Chappelle's set should have been out of sight for the duration of the show. Oh, so he ain't want no cameras and no phones. I see. Fans are required to leave their electronics such as cell phones, smartwatches, and cameras secured in yonder neon punches to prevent noisy guests from recording the performance. Chappelle has not addressed the incident, but fans are expressed. All right, so one person came in, illegally brought in some phones and cameras and stuff, and then you shut down the whole show. That's salt. That's some salty ass behavior if I've ever seen. He's so successful that he's at the point where he just does not care. He even jokes about it in his comedy skit where he said he's a lazy comedian, where he might have a group of like 20,000 people, right? But if he can only make like 4 people laugh, then he's just like, hey, that's enough. And I found that joke actually kind of funny as well. But this kind of just shows like, bro, man, you got people, you had fans, you had people who traveled to come see your concert, to show your ticket. I mean, maybe they get discounts. I don't know, but man. But yeah, that's Dave Chappelle. He's back in the news again, you know, raking money from his special on Netflix. And yeah, that was just kind of my personal opinion. He's very controversial, right? He's one of the people who talks about a lot of things that are controversial and pisses a lot of people off from all around the world, of all facets of life. And I've always been of the kind of belief that like anybody can be a target when it comes to humor, okay? I don't care who you are or what you do, you can be made fun of. And if the joke is funny, I will stamp it. I will say, hey, okay. I don't care if I'm the target. I don't care if a baby is the target. Okay, make fun of the freaking baby. But if you're funny, then deja vu, you're good. If you're not, then you're a baby hater. And what the hell is wrong with you? Who's that dude? That riff, that guy? That's who you become if you're not funny. So yeah, you guys can go watch the stand-up if you did watch it. Let me know how you guys feel about it. Yeah, worth the watch. But I feel like it's not his best. Another thing that you guys want me to talk about was Papa Meat. That's right, MeatCanyon. A lot of you guys were worried that he was retiring, that he was done. He had dropped this tweet, and a lot of you guys showed me to it and said, hey y'all, got a little goodbye video on my main channel. If you care to watch it, link below. And yeah, it's a picture of him where it looks like it's saying rest in peace. And he's talking on his main channel. MeatCanyon, if you guys don't know, if you've ever seen cartoons that have been drawn freakishly, disgustingly, and crazy and creepy, it was this man, okay? That's exactly what he does for this channel, MeatCanyon. But he also has a second channel where he does commentary, kind of similar to commentary channels that he releases every 3 to 4 days. Pretty good at it as well. He has 6.66 million subscribers at the moment, which is very creepy. But yeah, it was number 5. Yeah, number 5 trending around the world. He released it 1 day ago. He released it on his main channel. He usually does not post pictures of himself on his main channel, so this is kind of one of those big deals. And yeah, spoiler alert, he's not going anywhere. I'll let him explain a little bit to you as well. So if you're a fan, you don't have to worry about him being gone, okay? 2024 has not disastrously started declining, okay?
Hi, I'm MeatCanyon, aka Papa Meat, aka Hunter, whatever. Haven't showed my face on this channel in a long time. Usually I'm in cartoon form because, you know, I make cartoons. It's silly. I'm not real. I am making this video. I don't know what I'm calling this video. I was thinking about calling it like goodbye. Things are changing. Things are definitely changing. This year has been very eye-opening for me. I have been doing these kinds of videos for like 5 years now, or coming up on 5 years.
Dang.
And I'm at this place where I just think I can do better, honestly. I think that like everything that I'm making now
XQC.
is in service to something negative. And by that, I mean uploading things every 2 weeks is all good and fun, but I feel like I'm doing it to try to get as many subscribers as I can.
So just to pause for commentary purposes as well, but I think this is, if you're a veteran YouTuber, it's kind of one of those things that you fall into all the time, where there's a lot of content out on YouTube, especially when it comes to like news or events that, you know, talk about it for 2 to 3 weeks and then suddenly you never talk about it again. People are talking about something new. It's just re-rolling and rolling and rolling. And Papa Me, you know, MeatCanyon, he drops videos that are kind of, I would say, like evergreens. Like they're about specific events that are happening at the moment, but then also there's something that you can watch at any point in time because it's a cartoon, it's animation, it's art. So it's kind of like a win-win. But I do understand the whole thing when it comes to the whole YouTube algorithm, trying to figure out a way, okay, to make money on YouTube, but also doing content that you love, that you want to create, that has a lasting effect, and trying to figure out the balance of, I want to be an artist and I want to create something that no one else can create or make an impact that no one else can make, but also I got to keep the lights on. I struggle with that as well. There's so much that I want to do impactful wise that stops me from doing it because it will either make me no money or I will lose money trying to do so. It's such a weird place to be in as a YouTuber, and a lot of people, if you're watching this and a YouTuber, you 100% understand what this guy is talking about.
Try to make as much money as I can, you know, to keep this business floating up. I have this like weird fascination that I have to, you know, upload all the time and do all these things to be a part of the creator zeitgeist or culture. Maybe that's how I'll get respect from my peers and everything like that. And it just sucks, honestly. It's fucking terrible.
It's garbage.
If I'm gonna be completely transparent, I have not been very happy making any of these videos for a long time. It doesn't mean that I think that any of the stuff that I make is relatively bad, even though there's some people that say it is. That's hurtful, but I'll take it. You know, it is what it is. Some of it's not even criticism. All right, some of it's just downright mean, but that's okay.
You're an ugly old man in your cartoon stuff.
This year, the first video I made was Logan Paul steals your wallet. Yeah, he's a thief. You know, is he a bad guy? I don't know him personally, but he does some dicey things. I don't know. But to make a cartoon about it, do I really give a shit at the end of the day? No.
Anyway, I won't show you guys the whole video because you guys should come and watch his thoughts, okay, as well. To summarize it in a bit, is that MeatCanyon's not going anywhere. You won't be seeing uploads from his main channel for some time, though. He's going to take his time and make actual animation that he loves. And the animation that he seems to love the most is when he makes OG animations, okay? So I think instead of trying to make animations about current events like the Logan Pauls and the Snakos and all the things that are currently happening, he has a channel now where he talks about that in his commentary. So now he can go back to doing his tried and true, making his OG cartoons that doesn't have to be done in a specific way for him to get trending and get more subscribers and stuff like that is his new goal. So MeatCanyon's not going anywhere, but the MeatCanyon that you do currently know as of 2023 will be changing in 2024. So goodbye for now just means that he will be back in a little bit. You might have to take some time before you get some more channel. He has lots of content. If you guys are into kind of like creepy videos, like this guy, one of a kind too. I don't know a lot of people who make content like MeatCanyon, and to see him pivot and go into commentary space and do very well, both of those equally, he's a very entertaining creator that I highly vouch for. Speaking of vouch, I got my boy Mutahar, and speaking of Logan Paul, that's right, no one is dropping this quite yet. Mutahar made another video. You guys know Muta, Some Ordinary Gamers, okay? One of the pivotal people outside of him and Carl Jobs that was talking about freaking the completionist Gerard, which we haven't heard from, by the way. It almost feels like it's like old news at this point. We've come to a new year and it feels like it's being cycled. You know, people are like, all right, we're done. We're done being on this Gerard train. We're moving on to the next. We're moving on to who I said people should probably be focusing on is Logan Paul. He said, hope you all had a great 23. Looking forward to 2024. Last video of the year is seeing how YouTube's biggest scumbag still hasn't paid back his biggest scam, Crypto Zoo. Okay, him and the guy CoffeeZilla and a lot of people been covered. I freaking covered it, man. This huge thing with Logan Paul back when cryptocurrency was kind of doing its things with Wall Street bets and GameStop, and people were like, hey, how can I make as much money as possible and take advantage of whatever is going on here? And yeah, Logan Paul gets very creative when it comes to businesses and investments and creating that capital. It was a huge freaking deal, this crypto zoo thing, where you would take a freaking like egg and then you would get an NFT and then you would birth it. And then you had these investors, right? These people who were like, oh, I like this freaking, crypto zoo. I'm going to invest tens of thousands of dollars into this project that never got completed. Okay, so many investors and people under this entire crypto zoo thing lost a lot of freaking money. CoffeeZilla covered it in great detail on his channel, and now we're at a point where people were like, yo, Logan Paul, you promised to pay off these people. You promised, you made this thing earlier this year when he was doing the whole boxing fight and everything. He said he was going to pay off these people. He still has not done so, according to the public, and people are like, hey, Logan Paul, we have not forgotten your atrocity.
Hello guys and gals, me Mutahar, and we're going to talk about Logan Paul today. You might be like, whoa Muta, what did Logan do before the end of the year? Literally New Year's Eve and you're talking about Logan? It's not what he did do, it's what he didn't allegedly do that I'm more interested in, which is refunding the crypto zoo victims. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know, about a year ago, a friend of the show, channel CoffeeZilla, made an amazing video series where he covered into the crypto zoo project that Logan Paul basically was a spearhead, a face of, and had showcased how the project was a complete absolute failure, and a whole bunch of people put their money into a project that ultimately got them no return out of it. Now, again, that project entirely led to a massive fallout, and Logan Paul effectively threatening to sue CoffeeZilla at the time, which, believe it or not, that video was removed, shockingly. It's still actually available, thankfully, as a re-upload. I looked into this video at the time, and what was funny about it, too, is that inside this video, he actually showcased some severe level of due diligence, where he actually gave out the sealed information of one of the actual private parties mentioned, and had basically leaked out his sealed court records to the world.
Yeah, this, now it's all coming back. Nostalgia's hitting me. Some of you guys are probably like, oh, yeah, this thing. Logan Paul tried to do a gotcha on CoffeeZilla. And CoffeeZilla, this was when CoffeeZilla started blowing the freak up, because he made like a 2-3 part documentary talking about Logan Paul and the players and the cast. It was a Netflix show, man. This man went wild on it. And he still hasn't paid it back. I just find it like not interesting, right? These are separate situations. The Gerard the Completions thing and this scam, I mean, obviously charity, people are gonna be completely pissed off, right? But like Logan Paul owns and runs like a company with Prime, like with him and KSI and stuff, and he's doing all these things, WWE, he's chilling. This man, I honestly think he can get away with never paying these guys back. He can just do it and he will be fine. There's no obligation. Does it tarnish his record? No, actually. It's almost like he's kind of like immune to it. He does not have to take responsibility for this to continue to be successful. So it seems like he won't.
He can pay back the people from this crypto zoo situation.
Right.
Now, I assume because of that class action lawsuit that's still running around, still going to potentially go to court, that might be the only thing that's stopping a refund from happening. Obviously, when you're being sued, especially on a topic like this, giving any money back in a refund, from my understanding, at least appears that you are agreeing that it is basically a scam. I was financially responsible, and I'm just trying to make things right. Maybe this thing is all put up to a standstill. Now, does that mean that I'm against the litigation happening? Absolutely not. I have no trust in Logan Paul or his brother. I think in order to get these guys to do anything, you have to start pulling teeth, quite legally. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, it's been basically a year, and the victims from this Logan Paul crypto zoo nonsense have apparently seemed to be forgotten about. And Logan Paul is, once again, going to quite literally get away with it.
Yeah, that's the part that's kind of frustrating with it, because this isn't like Logan Paul's first oopsie. This man gets away with lots. Y'all know about this man has done so much damage, right? And he will not stop. It will continue, and he will continue to get away with these things, right? Which is wild, because there was a part, now I'm remembering all of this. There's a part in the documentary where it showed Logan Paul and all the other people that were in the forces of this crypto zoo and how they were going to just basically make money off this thing. They were going to try, it was a pump and dump. They were going to pump it up, boom, 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 and they were going to skim the top part of the pump to make sure that the pump doesn't look too crazy. They were going to skim off tops of it. Every time it reached a certain threshold, everybody who was a player would basically pull money out of it. There was one person, I forget the guy's name, the bald head dude, had something to do with the Pokemon cards too as well, which I wouldn't be surprised was a bit scammy in nature as well. But just these people were out here trying to steal, right? Doing shady, shiesty things. That's all it all boiled down to. And he's chilling. He's fine. He's got contracts. He's working with important people. He doesn't stop what he's doing. He's just unstoppable in that fact. And yeah, that's Logan Paul. But yeah, that's Mutahar. Again, reminding people that the victims of the crypto zoo scheme did not get got. They might be in litigation right now. Might be a pause. Logan Paul's not talking about it. I don't know what's happening in closed doors. But if it does pop up, I will let you guys know. CoffeeZilla will let you know. Mutahar will let you know. You will find out. Here's a quick few things that you guys probably missed when I wasn't uploading like my Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule like normal, when I was taking myself a nice chill mental break, man. I was actually staying home. I was playing the game that I rag about all the time. I started playing Tears of the Kingdom. And I got back on track. I started enjoying it. I realize now that Zelda Tears in the Kingdom, and this is a bit of a kind of like a side off type thing, but that game and Breath of the Wild as well, is one of the games that you can actually only truly enjoy when time isn't much of a factor in your life. Like, I know we're supposed to be talking about Bobby Kotick and how he's officially no longer CEO of Activision and Blizzard, which is a huge freaking W, right? He's gone. Apparently there was somebody saying that he was threatening to murder people. It was kind of weird. But anyway, back to what's really important here is playing video games with no responsibility. I remember that as a kid, it hit different. And then when you grow up and you got a job, or you got less time, or maybe more responsibility, you get bills, right? Gaming is a little different because now you're thinking about how much time you have to play it. Whereas I feel like back then you would just play it until you was tired, and then you went to sleep, and then you woke up and you did it again, and then you went to sleep. And yeah, you had to go to school, but school wasn't really that hard. You didn't have to put in all that much energy. You know, you just do what you need to do, get in school, and you can just game some more. So I felt like with Tears of the Kingdom, when I was taking a break, and kind of escaped Twitter and the outside world for a little bit, it started hitting. And I realized, certain games hit differently depending on where you are in life. It's not even about age too as well. I think it has a lot to do with mentally where you are in your aspect of life. There are some games that are really good if you are busy and you can't play for long periods of time. Slay the Spire, quick games that you can come in and out of without pausing or saving. And there's other games where you have more freedom, where you can read a book, RPGs, things that are super long where you can just let loose and be free. So I understand it. This is just me taking away some of my slander for Tears of the Kingdom, okay? Because I used to slander it a lot. I didn't say it was a terrible game. I just said it was not for me, but I think I was right. It was not for that version of me, but different version of me. Yeah, I'm pretty much enjoying it. Anyway, back to Bobby Kotick. Okay, today was his final CEO day. This was December 29th. This guy, this menace, was the actual CEO of Activision Blizzard. You guys don't know about Activision Blizzard, okay? They're a gaming company who make games like Overwatch, and they got sued into infinity. I believe we talked about this last week or 2 weeks ago, where there was a payout to the women of the force. If you worked for this company, there was like $20 million or so that got paid out to the employees for basically sexual harassment and females not being treated equally in the workforce. Okay, it was a really, really terrible, guys club essentially, and this man was at the top. The tone at the top was basically making a lot of these things strip down. Well, Activision Blizzard then got bought out by Microsoft. Okay, they got acquired, and now Bobby Kotick is officially out. But even though he's out, okay, you guys might be thinking yay, justice. No. That's not how it works, okay? When you get bought out, that means that Microsoft, who has a lot of money trying to buy out the CEO, he's getting paid. I want to know, he's getting paid a lot of freaking. If anything, This is a win for him, okay? He came in, he did what he needed to do, whatever the atrocities that occurred, it occurred, and now he's like, all right, now I'm about to go all the way to the bank. Ha ha ha. I'm laughing to the bank because he's getting paid out, I'm sure, tens of millions of dollars for this acquisition. I can guarantee you. That's right, this was back in October, bro. Look, after the acquisition, guys, this says here, Kotick, who became CEO of Activision in 1991, stands to receive upward of $375 million in compensation now that the deal is done. That is literally $500 million. Oh my. He won. This man won. Have you guys ever read a 10Q or a 10K or any kind of SEC regulated document? Because if you haven't, you will today, okay? That's how you find out what's happening behind closed doors, because it's not behind closed doors. All of this stuff is public information. If you want to know, there's literally a library, sec.gov, the archives. You can figure out exactly what went down. And on page 64, they talk about the golden parachute compensation here. In accordance with item 402 regulation SK, the table below sets forth the estimated amounts of the payments and benefits that each named executive officer of Activision Blizzard would have received in connection with the merger, assuming that the merger closed on February 4th, 2022, and immediately blah, 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 blah. The golden parachute is basically paying out the executives and then they get the hell out, or some stay, Bobby Kotick being one of the people who is now out. As you can see, you come to the officers. Robert A. Kotick, you got Armin Zerza, you got Daniel Allegre, Brian Grant Dixon, Claudine, all of these people right here, right? You can see that he made $15 million. He got paid out $15 million in cash. Now, what's interesting here is that nothing here shows anything for equity, which I'm a little confused with, because $15 million is not how much this man is actually getting paid to be off. He's not being bought off. That's a very small amount of money. This man has shares out of the us that he's going to be selling to be acquiring to as well. So 15 million seems to be like a on top of that, almost like a bonus. The amounts in this column reflect the value of the cash severance payments payable to each named executive officer, including a prorated annual bonus for the year termination. So this is a severance package, okay? That's what this cash is. But yeah, that's Bobby Kotick. Everybody was like, so long, sucker. People were posting tweets talking about their terrible experiences with this guy. One person talked about their potentially him threatening somebody's life, and I was like, oh my God, I ain't gonna get in all of that. But Bobby Kotick is out, all right? All right, let's end this episode, okay? Let's think about this. This is the New Year's Day episode special. So let's do a reflection of what has passed and what will come. Evangelion Facts that talk about upcoming games in 2024. So I got a lot of comments from you guys talking about, hey, Omni, what was your favorite aspect of 2023? What was your favorite game? What was your favorite anime? You know, how did you feel about 2023? And then also, what am I excited for 2024 and what people are coming up about? We'll use this segment for that. Nothing organized, okay? I'll just talk with you guys and chill for a little bit because that's what we do here. But yeah, you know, when we talk about the concept of 2023, people say to go back. I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if I'm getting older. My memory, I don't remember shit. I don't remember what happened. I don't even remember what happened yesterday, bro. And now I got to go back and think about what happened with 2023. I mean, to be fair, we talk about what happens all the freaking time, right? So I feel like I'm in a constant cycle of talking about what's happened presently that I sometimes forget what's happened in the past. But even if I go through my YouTube channel, I can look and see some of the big events that occur. I'll do a quick scan right now. Back when I used to make the the thumbnails without me in the front, bro, the Omni classic thumbnails. That was a year ago. We had Markiplier, the Panda CEO. Oh, that's right. Good Lord. That was all within last year. We had that whole thing that fell out. We had the Logan Paul drama. We had the kid that infiltrated the Game Awards, bro. We had Andrew Tate. It was the year of Andrew Tate where he was going wild everywhere. We had Miskiff. We had Low Tier God being banned, bro. We had the girl that should bang like 8 officers. We had Atria. We had the Dragon Ball Z dude. Oh my God, Seth the programmer. Like what? We had Pikmi who left. We got Destiny who started making a huge run through in terms of the community in 2023. Big year from. We had K White, my boy White, who made the response to the freaking allegations. We had Charlie and Sneeko, boy Moist Critical pulling out the gat. We had the return of Chris Chan, the Sunny V2 video with, oh my god, like scrolling through here, we had Illuminati. Illuminati, you know what? That was probably the worst highlight, I think, of 2023. Illuminati. I hope in 2024 that I don't have to talk about her as much as I talked about her in 2023. I hope that everybody, there's still more that's going to come out, okay? It's not done. There's a lawsuit, if you guys don't know, with her going on, but I think she appeared on my thumbnails like 15, 20 different times with that whole thing with Sad Milk. It was so bad, and I'm so tired, okay? I just hope she just wraps it up. They win the case, and then we pack it up and we move forward. Because that was, she took up a lot of 2023. We had iDubbbz, who apologized to the black community. Aki Risu, oh my god. And then we had, this is crazy, kind of just scrolling up and looking at what occurred. Smosh came back, Colleen Ballinger and the ukulele, like people just getting canceled left and right. We had freaking, oh my gosh, Sniper Wolf, that situation with her. There was so much stuff that happened. The super mega controversy. We got Gear 5, Luffy, we got JJK, we got Lizzo getting canceled. Like, how did so much happen in 1 year? And we covered it all, guys, together, you and I feel proud kind of looking back on this. These videos show a library of happened. It's history. Now you think about it. These videos is just history of current events. It's a history book. Digital history book. I got the sty in my eye, and I got the freaking herniated disc. We had the Boogie 2988 drama that I never want to talk about again. We had Dream. Oh my god, the drama with Dream. That's another topic that I hope doesn't get brought back anymore. I hope that's all just done. We have the Completionist. That was towards the Q4 and the Game Awards, and yeah, man, now we had Jonathan Majors, he's gone, and now we're in 2024. I would say that my highlight, the best thing that I liked about 2023 was that it was a really good year for just making content with you guys. We didn't grow or super huge or anything like that on the channel. We didn't blow up, we didn't hit 1 million subscribers, but I'm still here. I'm still making content, and I like where it's going. I'm uploading more content for you guys, and I think we're only going to get stronger as time goes by, making longer videos. I'm in a place where I love what I'm doing, and I'm hoping that I can turn it to that next freaking level where I can talk to you guys and the rest of the world about it. I'm happy. I'm content. I didn't go viral, become like 1 million and make $1 billion. I didn't do anything like that. But I'm still freaking here. The thing that I hated the most about 2023 was my car accident that got me the herniated disc that's in my neck. That was absolutely terrible, and mentally, physically, all of that destructive for a lot of reasons, actually. I still have not fully recovered from it, by the way, but the right side of my body is still slightly a bit paralyzed / type ghost. It just feels like it's not all the way there. The nerves in my body are trying to heal. I don't know how much of it is actually going to come back or what might be permanent, or, it takes a long time apparently for nerves to recover, but I think there is improvement. The pain levels officially went down. That first month, oh my god, the pain of a herniated disc, something compressing and pushing against the nerves on your spine, is a kind of pain I wouldn't wish on anybody, because nerves are the central nervous system of what pain is. It sends a signal directly to your brain that says you are hurting. Now imagine that being sent to you nonstop because something is constantly pressing the pain button. And that's what I felt for a month and a half. I gained like 20 pounds because I was only able to sit in one place, and I was on steroids, guys. I was upset too because you guys know I'm a gym rat, I'm a gym junkie and stuff. So that was a dark time in my life because mentally I was like, how do I recover? Can I recover? Couldn't make YouTube videos for a month. That was very rough, and I'm blessed. I am so happy that I've been able to heal enough to the point where I can at least come back here and keep doing this. I was really afraid that the whole YouTube thing might have to stop, if the things go south. So I'm super thankful and grateful and humbled to still be making content and to still have you guys here. 2023 was not the greatest, but it also wasn't the most terrible as well. Good things and bad things. I don't like to look at years in totality anymore. I like to look at it as life. I feel like I don't want to set up an expectation or a benchmark of this was a bad year. This was a bad year. This was a bad year. Like, nah, I I kind of want to grow out of that and just be like, yo, today is going to be a good day, and then create that day. I want to practice mindfulness where I focus on today. What can I do today? Let me pull out a list of to-dos right now. What do I want to accomplish? And then, before I go to bed, what do I want to accomplish tomorrow or this week? What do I just want to do going forward? Let me look forward, okay? Because you can't, change the past. You can only change where you are. The cards have already been dealt. You can't rewind it, right? So now I'm just focusing on like what is next and how do I keep my mental space up, and create good content for you guys at home. How do we keep growing as this empire? And I'm trying to keep a positive, healthy mindset, which I feel like in this world of 2024 is going to be very necessary. Because guys, again, I'm just rambling. This is me doing reflective of New Year's stuff. I do have a fear, not a fear, but a concern that when it comes to like social media or Twitter or the internet and stuff, like where I traverse, it's only going to get worse. I went on Twitter the other day and after taking a quick break for a little bit, and all you see is like sex, titties, like straight up nudity. And then you see death, right? Straight up people getting, I have seen so many people involuntary on my home screen on Twitter die. And I'm like, I'm not on live. Like this, what the heck, bro? I don't want this. And it's normalized. I'm seeing people die and I'm like, there's no, obviously I'm a little bothered by it, but like just a little bothered by watching a human being take someone else's life. And then politics, racism, left and right, black people hating white people hating black people, all people hating all people, sad, depressed, lonely people, relationship stuff. Like it's so hard out here on these streets to protect your mental health, because I truly feel, and this isn't like, I'm not trying to push an agenda towards you guys. I'm trying to let you guys know that I don't know if we're fully equipped to protect our brains from the amount of terrible information that might be pushed into our brains on a daily basis. You're already getting hit with like shorts and, like this dopamine shots, receptors are probably shot to hell. Okay. Which is why I like to make content that kind of creates that filter, right? I like to consume that content for you guys. And then we talk about it here on this channel in a nice, chill, slow, relaxed way for you to consume information, know what's going on around the world, and also have your anxiety go down a little bit. That's it. That's what I'm trying to do for you guys, because I feel like that's the kind of vibe that I want to share. I'm hoping to be that buffer and that filter for you guys so that you can stay off Twitter and protect your mental health, because ultimately my goal on this channel is to increase your quality of life, keep you guys informed of what's going on, and have fun at the same time, talking about shit that, sometimes matters, but hopefully most of it doesn't matter. In terms of 2024 goals, what is it that I plan on doing? Number one, rehab, okay? I'm trying to get back into shape. I am trying to get, order functionality in my right arm. I'm doing everything that I can. I'm exercising, I'm stretching, I'm just trying to recover my body physically, okay? That's the physical goals of just coming, snapping back and being a little gym boy again. Number two, YouTube. I would like for this to get bigger. I still don't comprehend how to grow on this freaking thing properly, right? I don't know how to get to 1 million subscribers, but I do know how to make content. I do know how to become present. I know how to talk to you guys and the community that you and I are having. I know how to foster that. That's all I can control, right? If we can figure out how to go past that, hit the 1 million, get a streamy. I would love to be recognized as like a news channel, like with the streamies, but more and more, I would like to become that. Understand how to get from like A to B, but I do know what I can do today and make better content on a weekly basis for you guys. So that's my goal for that. I want to blow up. I want this to be the best year for YouTube that I've ever had on this platform. I'm going to attempt to get some sponsors too as well to kind of help keep these things function. So if you guys see that floating around, ooh, big announcement on Wednesday, by the way. If you're watching this on Monday, definitely make sure you watch Wednesday's video. Huge announcement, okay? Very freaking huge. But yeah, content, Patreon, I want to push out more content for you guys, specifically talk about more finance news. I want to talk about more finance news on this channel as well. You know, I want to keep you guys more hip on that. I really like finance. Sometimes I feel like you guys don't care, but then when I do talk about it, you guys are like, holy crap, yo, you're talking about the market, you're talking about inflation, you're talking about 2024 and how the Fed is talking about how inflation is cooling off, and now we might be seeing some rate cuts. What does that mean for mortgage prices and car loans and credit cards? And are we going to hit another recession? And Omni, crypto, we got freaking Ethereum and Bitcoin doing some weird things. Are they going to go to 100K or not? Like, I'm interested in all of these things. I stay very, very, very locked in. So I don't really bring it up too much with you guys because it's not usually requested on Twitter, but I'm going to do my best to give you guys more in the loop when it comes to financial news for those of you guys who should probably care, because I'm sure you want to make, you know, good financial decisions. And yeah, those are the two main goals for me. I think I have more, but like I'm trying to, you know, not spread myself too thin. I'm trying to be grateful for what I have and not spread myself too thin. There's so many more things that I want to do and content. I have channel ideas. I have too much. My brain, there's something with it where I have to put everything on paper. But even when I do, I have a lot that I would like to do, and it's just me. So maybe I need to figure out how to expand on that process as well. I probably need some help because being a one-man army and show on this thing it's pretty rough, and I don't know where to fill in those pieces or those places quite yet. But yeah, that's me. That's, in case you guys were wondering, that's my 2023 outlook. My 2024 outlook is keep the physical, the mental, and the YouTube game strong, and just be present and keep showing up with you guys and just keep doing this damn thing. Survive. So that I can play Grand Theft Auto 6. Video games, that's right. What are they coming out? What are we going to expect to see releasing in the next, let's say the next 3 months? Q1. I found this list over here by GameSpot, this article that talked about some of the games that are dropping. In case you guys were wondering, when do I need to save my money to buy which games and when? January, it has Momodora Moonlit Farewell for the PC, Radiance for the PC, Atlas Wept, Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, Arklands, Another Code Recollection, Graven, How, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. A lot of people are going to probably get into that. Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney Trilogy. Guys, I'm a huge fan of Phoenix Wright. And if you've never played Phoenix Wright, my gang, my guy, it's one of those games that I wish that I could forget so I can play all over again. It's an experience and it's a ride. It's very unique. You won't get it anywhere else. I highly suggest, if you're looking for some high quality gaming content, this is it. Got Under Night and Birth, Tekken 8, January 26th. At the end of this month, another fighting game franchise will be coming through with Kazuya and Haichi, and apparently freaking Kazuya's sister is going to be all out. Man, I haven't played since Street Fighter 6, but Street Fighter 6 is going to be getting some DLCs as well. I know Akuma's going to be coming soon. So if you're a fighting game player, you're going to be eating. For those of you guys who are at home, you're like, man, I play Super Smash Brothers, Omni. Where's my Super Smash Brothers? I don't know. I don't think you're going to hear anything anytime soon. We're going to have a direct probably in February. That's usually when it happens. But for right now, okay, go and play other freaking games, okay? Just chill, all right? You will get your Smash when you get your Smash. In February, we get a Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, Jujutsu Kaisen Cursed Clash, Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice. That's February 2nd. A lot of people looking forward to that. Persona 3 Reload, February 2nd. For those of you guys who, heard about Persona, Atlas, one of the most popular RPGs of all time now, especially with Persona 5 dropping. If you want to play Persona 3, the game that probably put this entire franchise on the map, it started jumpstarting it to 4 and then 5. Persona 3 Reload is a remake of it that looks absolutely beautiful that I highly suggest to play if you're an RPG enthusiast and you haven't touched it yet. You got Touhou, Danmaku, Daigura, Fantasia Laws, Helldivers 2, Sucker for Love, Date to Die, Solium Infernum, Tomb Raider 1 through 3 remastered for you old heads out there who want to go back and experience that nostalgia again, okay? Gunvolt Records, Chronicle, Played Up, Mario vs. Donkey Kong on the Switch. That looks pretty interesting, actually. It looked kind of fun. Skull and Bones, Furnish Master, Last Epoch, Slave Zero X, Terminator Dark Fate, Corpo Nation, Garden Life, Open Roads. I've never heard of any of these games. Destiny 2, The Final Shape, Sharon the Wanderer, The Mystical of the Serpent Island, Wrath, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. That's the big one right here. February 29th. At the end of February, you guys have until then to play Final Fantasy VII, the original one for the PlayStation 5, and I think also might have come out for the PC as well, to catch up Because then we're getting to the part of the game, Golden Saucer and Aerith and Sephiroth, and man, you're going to get Yuffie and we're getting to the meat and bones of Final Fantasy, all right? So you got time, but don't wait to the last minute. Make sure you get locked in and get ready for this Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, okay? And then finally, in March, you got Life by You, Zoria, Homeworld, Unicorn Overlord, Paint the Town Red, Alone in the Dark, Dragon's Dogma 2, Princess Peach Showtime. I'm excited for that. So, in my opinion, in terms of the games that I'm the most interested in, I'm probably interested in Princess Peach Showtime, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth in February, and in January, maybe Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Those are probably the top 3 that I'm the most interested in. I want to play more Yakuza as well, but kind of seems like a little chill January, February, March mode. I'll let you guys know if there's any other ones that I might have missed, but yeah. And then we got anime, okay? And there's a lot of freaking anime come out, okay? I found a couple of articles. This one looked pretty good here by Dual Shockers, written by Stefania Ikata Star Rarity. 15 most anticipated anime releases for 2024. I actually don't know what's dropping, like the big things that are coming through. So this will be an interesting read. You got a sequel to That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. A lot of people talk about this show. I haven't watched it yet. I think it's an isekai, but yeah, I'm very curious when this drops. It doesn't exactly show, but it's going to be on Crunchyroll. It's going to be 12 episodes. Number 14 here is Mashle. I'm excited to watch the season 2 of that. Mashle is kind of like Harry Potter, but like mixed with like One Punch Man or something. It's coming out early 2024, January it looks like, so I'm pretty excited for that. Moonrise is coming out as well. I have never heard of this anime. It's from Wit Studio though. Wit Studio being a pretty big deal, so this might actually be a good anime. It's coming out on Netflix. Delicious and Dungeon. I don't know what this is. That also comes out in 2024. It's been by Studio Trigger, who is also a good one. It's a cozy fantasy anime with cooking, funny endeavors, group adventures. It looks like a fun slice of life, potentially another type of isekai type of show. Comes out and it's gonna be 26 episodes. The Witch and the Beast. I don't know what this is, but it already looks kind of crazy with this trailer. It gives me some what is that? Attack on Titan vibes with that face. Kind of look like Annie. And yeah, you got Blue Exorcist. I have not watched this, but it looks like we're going to be a continuation from that as well. Coming out January 6th. Everything is coming out in January, dog. January 6th, 2024, set to premiere. Dr. Elise, the Royal Lady with the Lamp. Never heard of it. That's coming out in January as well. Uchigiri. Never heard of it. Is this a food anime? This kind of looks like the animation from the Gods show. I forget what it's called. It's created by Mappa. These are some really strong people. It's a composer from Full Metal Alchemist with Mappa's visuals. Like, oh my god, this comes out January 13th. There's a lot of good anime that I have never heard of that looks potentially really good. Classroom of the Elite. Did not watch that as well. That's getting a continuation as well. That's going to be the third season that's coming out January 3rd, 2022. Kaiju, number 8. Bro, I am a fake fan. I don't remember any Godzilla-like monsters, relatable and witty protagonists. That's coming out as well. About to be 12/30. That's in April. We got Black Butler. I've heard of Black Butler. Did not watch Black Butler. We're getting a continuation of Black Butler. That's coming out in April 2024. Bleach. Part 3. Okay, I've been waiting for this to finish so that I can basically consume it. I've seen bits and pieces of it, but this is peak, obviously. We're going to be getting more Bleach spring of 2024. So if you guys want to catch up and watch part 2 of Bleach, which is super, super good. I think you can only watch it on Max, Amazon, and Hulu. It's peak. Konosuba Season 3. This is one of the funniest animes I've ever seen in my life. Like genuinely like an anime that will just kind of just make you laugh. It's extremely funny. It's an isekai, and we're going to be getting, we don't have an expected release date, but it is coming this year. Tower of God. What is this? Ooh, telecom animation is top 2. Great character development with lots of plot twists. One of the best webtoon adaptations with unique art. Ooh, comes out in July. And then Solo Leveling. I've never watched Solo Leveling. I see people talk about this show. I never watched it. I don't know if I should watch it. You guys should let me know, but it seems like it's number 1. It's coming out January 6th. So yeah, if you guys think I should just check out some Solo Leveling, you can let me know. In terms of my favorite anime of the year, I think I'd have to say it's a toss up between, oh my god, it was so much good anime, man. So much. I can't wait for the Crunchyroll Awards. But I think it's a toss up between One Piece, Wano Art Gear 5, and Jujutsu Kaisen. And to give it to one of those two, I think I'd have to give it to JJK. Jujutsu Kaisen this last season was just astronomically freaking ridiculous. Every single episode I was waiting to watch as soon as it dropped. And good freaking Lord, was it peak every single time. Yuji and everything that he was going through. No spoilers here. And I love One Piece. I think One Piece might be one of my favorite animes of all time, to be for real. It is so peak. And we're about to go into the A-Kid. It's about to get even better. Oh my God. But I think JJK might take this. I hate Mahito. I hate that, man. I hate that nigga so badly. But yeah, man, I think I gotta give it to JJK. It's a toss-up. But yeah, that's the anime segment. You guys can let me know what you think. What are you looking forward to? What do I need to watch? And what did you think was the best for 2023? But all right, guys, that's all I have for today's episode. Okay, I'm getting tired. I want to go back on break, bro. All right, I need somebody to come edit my videos for me. I've been trying to look for editors every now and then, but what ends up happening is number one, it's hard because I release videos same day, right? As soon as I drop a video and then I gotta cut it, and then it makes sense for me to edit it because I'm doing it all at the same time. Like as soon as I finish this video, guys, I'm going straight into the editing and I go straight into the upload. There's no break time, so like I don't think an editor can work. So I'm probably gonna keep doing that for you guys. But yeah, man, I had a good time. Happy New Year's. Congratulations on surviving another year. And here's to this year being I wish you guys all good energy, good success, good mental health. I will be there to help you to promote that, good financials. All right, whatever it is that you aspire to create, I will be pushing that energy forward towards you. And in the meantime, if you want to know what's happening around the freaking world, I'll be letting you guys know the entire year. All right. I love you guys. Y'all take it easy. Brush your freaking teeth, man. Okay. Get the toothpicks. Don't get gingivitis, man. I had a friend the other day. He had to go. He got periodontal disease, bro. His breath was bad. And his gums got, oh my, his gums, dog. Teeth were just, bro, don't let that be you, man. There's no reason for your breath to be stinking and getting halitosis and getting periodontitis. Just flaws. There's meat, plaque, all of it. Just get it out. Make that a resolution if you can. It's such a 2-minute thing, right? Even 1 minute, just to go in there and get click, 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 and you have healthy, nice breath. It will set you apart. All right. When you're trying to get that lady and you talk to her and you say, Madame, and you tip your fedora and you speak in her face. And if your breath smells good, that could be your wife. Okay. I'll catch y'all later. Y'all take it easy. Have a good one. All right. All right. Peace.